Hi, Democrats. Today is Monday, September 25th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. However, if it's Monday, I have to start out, and you guys know I am. I'm going to start out with how many mass shootings our nation is up to. So as of today, our nation is up to 591 mass shootings. 591 mass shootings in 268 days. And as a reminder, a mass shooting is four shootings, four people shot, excluding the shooter. So that's where we are. We are killing more. We're having more than two mass shootings a day in our nation. It's depressing. It's frustrating. And as I say, it is past time for us to have common sense conversations about common sense gun laws. And I am proud to support President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris in their new initiative of the Federal Office of Gun Violence Prevention. They rolled that out last week, and this is why I support President Biden. He is aware of what is going on in our country, and he's establishing actual policy to deal with it, rather than rhetoric, rather than I'm gonna do something. He's establishing actual policy to take on some of our most pressing issues. And gun violence in our nation is one of our most pressing issues. I come here every Monday and tell you how many mass shootings we've had. That's only the shootings that involve 4 or more folks shot. But that's not talking about the one-offs. And that's what I mean when one person is shot or up to 3 people are shot at one time. I'm not even talking about those. Most notably for us was at the Oklahoma County Fair, the state fair in Oklahoma County this past weekend. 2 people that I know personally were out at the fair on Saturday, heard the gunshot. I'm grateful that they're both alive. And the person who was shot, I think, is in intensive care. This is what we're dealing with. Just rampant gun violence, and we have to do something about it. And so I want to say thank you to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris for taking actual action on a real issue that is facing America. I am in the middle. As you can see, I'm not at home. And I don't have my usual background when I'm in Oklahoma City at the ODP office, because we are traveling. We are out on the road visiting folks outside of Oklahoma City and Tulsa, right? Because politics happens all over our state. And it's time for the state party to go out and meet folks where they are. And we are halfway through the tour, and it's been great. We started out in Tulsa. We had a big kickoff in Tulsa where Reverend Mays of the Vernon AME Church, right, the historical Vernon AME Church, hosted us. We had breakfast and fellowship. Then we drove over to Bartlesville, where folks were out being loud, proud Democrats in the rain, no less. And so that was great turnout. Then we went over to Stillwater, and we met with Democrats of all ages, and we talked about the training that they need in Stillwater. We went over to Enid. We had an ice cream social. And last night we were in Yukon in the park, Democrats in the park. We had Senator Michael Brooks there to speak. And I want to thank the Canadian County Democrats for really getting a good crowd out there. And I want to thank all the Democrats who we've already seen and the ones we're planning to see for planning really good and different events. So we had a breakfast, we had ice cream social, we had training, we had spending time in the park. We had all these great events, and it's proving that it was a great idea for us to get out here, proving that this was a wonderful kickoff to all of the activities that we're going to be doing in this current election cycle. We are going to be doing trainings all over the state so that we're shoring up who our professionals are and people who are ready to work with candidates or ready to be a candidate. We are, so there's the training, we're going to do a big campaign academy right before filing, as well as our PPP convention. So we have a lot of things going on. And so if your city wasn't on the tour, don't be sad. We are not done reaching out. We are not done traveling the state and making sure that people hear us and that we hear you. I want to thank you for joining me, and know that I'll be back here tomorrow at 4:15. You guys have a great one.